Alright, even though it's a little cloudy, I decided to try to do something a little different today. It actually involves the drone, so let's see if it works out. So even if it drizzles, it might be okay because I'll be under the shade, if that's what you want to call it. And that's why I'm not going hiking with drone flying unless I know for sure the weather is going to be sunny. Whoa, look what I see up here, guys. Right, so if you guys remember last time I helped out these people for their little film and I couldn't fly like in the area to get the behind the scenes shots and everything like that. But today they're actually in an area where I can actually shoot it, so I figured why not give it a try and see how it is. Okay. That's interesting. Alright, so let's have some fun and shoot some stuff behind the scenes and stuff for them. What do you think about this?
It's so cool.
Is it?
Yeah. I gotta start doing makeup for more drone shots. This is amazing.
Is this gonna be your first time seeing the drone in one of your shots then?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Alright, that was fun. Hopefully I got some good behind the scenes shots. Basically, you guys would have seen it by now. But that kind of shows me like what I wanted to use the drone for initially. You know, it's like basically it's a lifestyle camera. It's kind of ridiculous in many ways where you can't use that just as a regular camera, whereas everything else you could. But I like the reactions for people who've never like seen a drone in person before. You can see the reactions that people gave. It's all been positive when they look at it. Like, wow, it's so cool. And again, I feel basically there needs to be more public awareness about it. So it's just unfortunate, like a person like myself can't fly like in regular places, like for the most part, to use it. Isn't that silly that I can't even help students, like for the most part, like just to fly a drone just because people think it's too dangerous if you think about it? That would be kind of silly. I mean, in my opinion, you should be encouraging people like students to use stuff like that because in my opinion, it's the way of the future. What's this? Dwayne Johnson's coming to town apparently? Okay, interesting. That's The Rock, for those who don't know. With the drone stuff again, what it makes me think is it's so ridiculous. I mean, one way to promote it or to encourage people that it's not like a deadly weapon or something like that is the ability to, I guess, share footages and all that. But the laws are so ridiculous, it just doesn't make sense. Like, for example, I could share with you a footage with my camera like here, absolutely no problem. But for some reason, because it comes out of a drone, then everything is different all of a sudden. Like for this that lady, for example, that requested for me recently whether or not she could use my Query Rock drone video that she saw on my channel, because apparently she wanted to use it like for one of her, I don't know, went for hiking videos, like to show her friends and stuff like that what it's gonna be like. But even there, I have to think, okay, what are you using this video for? Is it for like a commercial list or whatever? Because technically, if I'm not mistaken, like if someone here, for example, took video of drone footage and they gave it to like, you know, like a news station, then technically that's commercial, it's illegal. Like to me, that's a little ridiculous. Why can I take something on my camera or my phone, you know, give it to whoever I wish or whatever I please, and there's no problem with that? I mean, for like this person asking if they can use my drone video that they saw of the Quarry Rock, I mean, what should I say? What are you using it for? Is it for commercial purposes? How are you gonna do this? Like, I basically have to interrogate the person like crazy now. Whereas like in other situations, I can just say, oh, you're doing it for like whatever, fun, okay, whatever. But then Transport Canada consider that like, oh no, like your video now, because you're giving it to that person, like what, is it gonna consider it as like, that's business, it's for educational purposes or for research or whatever, because you're giving them footage so they can see what the area's like? I think people need to realize how crazy the laws are. In my opinion, making videos for fun and sharing them to people should not be a crime. That's a little ridiculous if you make it a crime to do that. I mean, aside from the technical fact, okay, of the safety of flying a drone and all that, in terms of taking videos and sharing them, in my opinion, it should be the exact same thing as any other camera or even like smartphone camera there is. I mean, if a guy can put a camera on his GoPro, share the footage with no restrictions in that sense, or same thing with a smartphone, in my opinion, the video itself should be the exact same when it comes to a drone. I mean, that makes absolutely no sense. Why? Just because the footage came from a drone, that you're restricted as to how you can use it. That makes no sense to me in many ways. Again, to me, that just hinders the tech from growing, and you're stopping people from evolving with the technology. Hopefully my example showed today there's still a lot of people who never actually experienced like a drone firsthand with them, and when you do, like in my opinion, the reactions have generally been positive, so I hope that continues. One step at a time, educating people, I guess, huh? Makes me wonder, like for those videos and stuff, because that is usually how it is with the public. They don't care about the technical stuff, so it makes me wonder, like for the drone footages and stuff, if I should be trying to promote them more in some ways, just to get them out there so that people can watch them and not be afraid of it. Because even with the example here, I mean, once people see the footages, then all of a sudden the world's completely different than the narrative that people like Transport Canada are giving in terms of drones and all. Well, almost halfway through the month, so hopefully those new law proposals will come soon and we'll have a lot to discuss about that. Anyways, see you guys later.